relay system to Fang repaired. You watch as it bursts out, a web of threads heading out into the black to every network device in your eye. Let them see what power makes of a man. It's just one upgrade point, but boy, is that an upgrade point. So now I have to wait for Fang to get back. Holy poot. Holy poot. Wow. Just clearing some space for the plant. Oh, that's spores. I can't use the gardener's seed here. Oh, was a waste, actually. Okay, let's just use this one. Back over. Ah, and Amos is ready. Amos is preparing the girl caps. He has had to heavily adapt this recipe, he says, but the smell is already incredible. It emanates from a strange purplish-white bulb you have never seen before, and he is slicing it finely. He brushes and slices the mushrooms and places them in the wok with the sliced bulb and the oil. Caramelized there in that well-worn crucible. He adds liquids transparent and opaque and turns down the heat. A sprinkle of leaves is the final touch. You have a moment, sleeper? You have a story? In the scent of the food, something gives you a feeling of nostalgia, something distant and melancholy. I think the story should match that feeling somehow. Maybe you'll feel better for telling it. Nostalgia, old story. Start by explaining that when you are emulated from a person, many of your memories are left behind. Perhaps an intentional part of the process, a way of keeping sleepers ignorant or malleable, or perhaps it's a side effect of the imperfect emulation. You admit that you don't really know. What you do know is that some memories survive. On occasion, they come back to you, like shadows passing over you. Detail one recurring memory, which, despite returning to you with enough regularity for you to think it familiar, always fades as quickly as it arrives. You struggle with the feeling of being whole for a moment that comes to this memory, and then how that wholeness slips away to leave you feeling you've forgotten something important, but just can't bring it to mind. Amos nods throughout, cooking as he does with deft and skillful movements. You start to trail off and you realize you can't find the words to explain how the memories you do have feel like both yours and someone else at the same time. It always fills you with a certain sadness. Sadness of remaining forever unknown, even to yourself. Amos finishes cooking at your eye. I'm sorry, sleeper, for your troubles. He puts the wok to one side. I appreciate you sharing with me. I hope it lightens you. He passes you a bowl and heaps the girls into it. The yellow color mixing with the pale sauce and whirls some cubes. The dish is delicious, filling. It warms you to eat in a way that you weren't even sure your body could be warmed. It's a small mercy, you think, S&R blinking its pleasure. None of the features or frames are there to simulate human experience. We know that much. Simulated minds can't be rewired, so their need for embodied experience must be met. That is why you breathe when you don't eat air. Without that stimulation, the sense of drowning would be unbearable. Food serves another purpose. The brain is able to metabolize it, produce energy from raw material. Vitamins and minerals are excess, of course. Flame only needs raw power, so much is wasted. And yet, when you eat this food, you feel that warmth. Nothing feels wasted. It all means something to you. As you finish, Amos takes the bowl, the last of his clean. He smiles at you, and neither of you feel the need to say anything. Instead, you simply exchange nods and walk your separate ways back to the bright market, somehow changed. Right. Memphis. Your Matsutake camps. Next quest. And that will be later. So 2 days before Feng is back. So let's see how things played out with that little broadcast I did. Got a 6. Alright. Okay, so if I can collect some spores from the groves. Save that 6 for one of the main quests. So what I got left? I have find Ashton. Get aid for the flotilla by getting mushrooms. Find Ashton. Okay, so all those ones are risky. 72 here. Forage for spores. Get any, which means crap. Time for rush up. There we go. Alright, that's a pretty good one. Bang! Bang grins at you as the bay door slides open. Above, in the rest of the building, people are busy, frightened. Speak in hushed tones, and organize endless meeting after endless meeting. David has avoided a full-blown crisis for now, but change is coming. Bang is in good spirits and bumps you inside before you get a chance to greet him. That was the slickest operation the station has seen, he hugs you firmly. Made my job easy. He shakes you by the shoulders. I'm so proud. And, he smiles, I got to watch through the cameras and Havenage security that were in on it assaulted the station. One of them straight up racked Hargan with his pistol. Beautiful. What are they going to do with him? Not sure anyone knows, but he's cooperating dismantling operation and scaring off convoy. Maybe they'll exile him when they're done, or hand him over to some core authority. Now that I know it won't be an issue, I'm focusing on systems for a bit. Shake his head, saying that's my actual job. What's ceiling? People upstairs weren't so happy, though. Fielding questions about the state of the eye right and left since the recording got out. People are scared. Surprised. Yeah, the whole thing isn't going to be many fans of the administration. But I think it was in the end they're worthy. The outing worth it. Pardon was worth it, whatever the methods. Touchstack hard way. The eye is old, but never meant to run like this. Master control points that Erlen and Haven have installed, they keep spinning from the rim. It isn't ideal. Do you ask me if the eye will stop spinning next cycle? No. Me and a ton of other skilled people will be working to stop it happening the cycle after that. Part of this problem is they didn't believe in people, believed in the systems and their ability to shape the world around them. Fang squeezes your shoulder. But as far as I'm concerned, people should be the ones running the systems, not the other way around. Anyway, Fang wraps aside his terminal. I know you didn't come down here for a lecture. I haven't forgotten. I managed to finish that cold solution I showed you. The modified ripple worm, one made to deactivate the tracker of yours. The time since I got back, I added something extra. The tracker of yours isn't to show SNR where you are, and transmit data about the state of your body, its current condition. The worm gets when deactivated. It will edit that data to tell SNR your bodies are irreparably damaged. The NR do not retrieve. Pretty smart, right? Perfect. It's slotted already. You take the drive and hold it in your hand. You close your eyes and open access ports, take down your defenses. The worm immediately enters your closed network. The moment they are taken in water. The worm immediately enters your closed network. It whips through it, taking things with it as it goes. The moment they are gone, you forget they were even there. You just blink out of existence. A second later, it is done. How do you feel? Asks Fang a little nervously. Free. Well, you are free, sleeper. Taps on the shoulder. Fang lets the word free hang in the air a little while before he continues. Seems like it might be finally time for a celebration. He grabs his arm around you. But Jenna still owes us those drinks. He laughs and you join him. Later, when you leave, you'll deeply thankful for having such a friend. As you walk away from the building, you look up at the wide curve of the eye, the hub, and the other room view. The whole thing trickles with lights. It seems impossible to see as anything other than breathtakingly beautiful. It feels in that moment eternal. It doesn't mean it can, or even should, last forever, or that it will never change, fade, or decay. It means that this moment, this place is a future, one that you know deeply and truly. Upgrade point. Let's make things cheaper. So, that's the tracker taken care of. I don't have to deal with Ethan's tab anymore. I don't have to work at the compressor anymore to pay off his stupid bar tab. Speaking of which, talk to Ethan. The compressor is almost empty when you enter. A couple of scattered patrons in the booths and a low bartender. The bartender recognizes you immediately when you arrive and nods and you return the greeting. Knows you won't find Ethan here, but you got to be sure. Your tracker reporting dead, he wouldn't have stuck around. Look at the empty stool, his empty stool. You smile. You imagine him on it with his slate chirps, letting you know that the target he was tracking is dead. You imagine the screaming and the swearing too. Then all you were to Ethan. Another target, or was there something else going on? It's like a foolish question to ask now. When he's fled the station, it bothers you anymore. Take one last look and walk out. You doubt you'll ever come back to this place with the memories it holds. You allow yourself to walk back out into the lights of the bright market and allow yourself a smile. So this is what Fang meant when he said you were free. You could get used to this.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe, and also consider backing my Patreon. Patreon backers get episodes up to 1 week early of this show and any future Let's Plays. Also, please consider backing my Ko-fi. Toss me a few bucks also helps support the show, and it's not a monthly obligation or anything like that.